Yo! Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Chicago Town original deep dish, 2 pepperoni pizzas. Living life on a budget, people. It's going to my biceps, but it's also going to my belly. I'm not going to lie to you. We've got a recommendation. Too Bad You're Beautiful by From Autumn to Ashes, which I have heard the band reference before, but I've never listened to the band's music, so this is going to be good. I'm expecting metalcore. We're probably going to get metalcore, and this is devoted to Awesome, who recommended it via the Patreon. Without further ado, let's jump straight in. The first track is The Royal Crown versus Blue Duchess. Let's go. Mic check. Sign of the times, that vocal line there. I was just looking at the credits here. We got Ferret Music, who's put this out. 2001 this was published. And that, do you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Lost Prophets, man. Because I was a very big fan of the Lost Prophets back then. This sound is what I would consider. I don't know if this is going to run throughout the record, but as of so far, this track has been quite spazzy. You know, I would say that as if to say it's like it bounces all over the place. We've got so many different ideas being thrown at you. You might be listening to it being fast and then it's slow and then it's, going through the next section and the next section. It's a very unique fashion of metalcore. Which starts to slowly edge into the realms of like mathcore, and you get your Dillinger Escape Plans and stuff like that. I feel like this sort of sound is the middle ground, you know. We've heard a couple of breakdowns, couple of chug fests, but I'm wondering if this is a band that's going to provide some, some ignorant breakdown mosh sections. This is quite a long record, you know. Track at 7 minutes 30 and a track at 9 minutes 26. We've got 14 tracks on this. One and two and piano keys there. I can already tell, just due to the usage of the piano, that these dudes spent a little bit of time in the studio recording this one. I bet there was a healthy recording bill put forward. I like them high vocals. They're really cool. Yeah, they're really cool. I really liked them back in the day as well. That style of vocal. That was like proper scene kid vocal. Alisana. Oh, I should have dyed my fringe for this one. This is going to be an exciting listen. Let's keep going. We've got Cherry Kiss coming up next. I'll see you there. Yes, now bless, now don't forget the rest now, people. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. We're listening to From Autumn to Ashes today for the very first time. Too Bad You're Beautiful is the record. And this is track number 2, Cherry Kiss. Okay. I'll tell you a good tune on the flip side, Sade, Cherry Pie. It's mad how some bands took like the foundation of bands like these and like really blew them the hell up. Because this to me is very Bullet for My Valentine-esque. This style of just a clean broken chord with the vocal line at top. So some bands really blew up to this day through a sound like this. Come on. Ba, ba, ba. That was cool. That was a cool showcase of the three differing degrees of intensity the band had. We had the heavy, overt, distorted, full speed ahead. We had at the end there, the outro section, a little bit more of an overdriven middle ground. And then of course we had the clean section, which was self-explanatory. Few heavy metal ideas in there, in my personal opinion, as far as the guitar riffing is concerned. The harmonies and the little twiddles and stuff. Quite a couple of heavy metal-esque moments. This is the most viewed one so far. Coming up next, Chloroform Perfume, okay? Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. We're listening to From Autumn to Ashes. The record is Too Badger Beautiful. It was recommended by Awesome via the Patreon. So one love. Let's jump in. Chloroform Perfume is track 3 of 14. It's a healthy album, this, as far as content is concerned.
Diners with no one eating, they sit in corners and sip burnt coffee, count the tiles upon the ceiling, skip this pretense and cut straight to dying. Don't beg
Benjamin Perry, Brian Deneve, Francis Mark, Mike Pilato and Scott Gross.
Like this match in my hand. The streetlights flicker like this match in my hand. And the streetlights flicker like this match in my hand. Begging to strike, begging to strike. And I keep repeating, but it's painful till it stop receiving. Change now. Sure you won't accept the charges. It's all the same as by the morning I'll be halfway to Colorado or someplace like that. You said so much without
Come on. Come on. Fair play. It was a mature number. Clearly, it gives you a great deal of understanding and insight. The broad spectrum of performance this band can, you know, put out there. If I was younger, I would have appreciated this a little more. Right now, I want to get to the riffs. I want to hear some riffs. I liked it when the distorted guitar kicked in. Came in like a powerhouse, didn't it? I almost expected a little bit of a neat bluesy solo to overlap it. That would have been sweet to me. Let's keep on moving, yeah? I don't have too much to say. That was a fan favourite as far as the numbers were concerned, but we're going to keep on moving. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Too Bad You're Beautiful by Autumn to Ashes. Track 4 is Mercury Rising, but it seems to be an interlude or filler of sorts at 49 seconds long. We're going to flow it into Cape Side Rock, okay? Let's go.
How sad, and this is what your life has been reduced to. A single-room apartment containing no more than a mattress. How sad when the strings have been removed from the blinds and all the outlets have been painted over. And the television screen is streaked with blood and smeared from your knuckles as if you're trying to punch it out, but you underestimated its strength. Or maybe you just weren't trying hard enough.
Is a sigh of exhaustion.
Startled by a knock at the door, you'll rise for the first time in 2 days to answer, but you can only greet the visitor with one short statement. Hello, my first name is Distance, and I really don't care if I never wake up again. Hello, my name is Distance, and I really don't care if I never wake up again. I really don't care if I never wake up again. I really don't care if I never wake up again.
How much art can you take? How much art can you take? Cape Side Rock, let's go. That's more like it. Metalcore. Let's go. A band like this could not exist without the quality use of two guitars. It's the two guitar lines that really emphasize this band's melodic sound, right? What's that percussive bit? Like clackers. What is that? Thing with this act is that they're all over the place so often. When you hit a nice breakdown, you're not in there for long. You're not in there for long at all. You might return back to it. I reckon we might do in the track, because we have done in the past, but we don't hang around for long, do we? Let's go. This is that heavy metal. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. I reckon the guitarists are very influenced by heavy metal bands. You know, the harmonies and just the phrasing at times of some of the licks are very heavy metal-esque. And I mean heavy metal, I mean new wave of British heavy metals. We got Take It to the Music Store coming up next. I'll see you there. Yes, now bless now people, don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to From Autumn to Ashes tonight. Too Bad You're Beautiful is the record, and it's devoted to Awesome, who recommended this on the Patreon. Let's jump in, shall we? This is track number 6 of 14. Let's go. Is this band underrated? Maybe in the modern day, because I don't hear this band referenced much. I like this. Drummers jamming out.
You break my heart into 1,000 pieces and you say it's because I deserve better.
One thing I had to clock on to, these dudes use so many harmonies with the guitars that I had to question it initially, but at this point I can sort of clarify. The band use a lot of octave chords. When they want to, of course. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Some of the best clean bits in that song that we've heard so far. In my personal opinion, the best clean bits. I really like the broken chord clean sections in this one. That jam out at the start with the clean guitar and the drummer, I thought was really good. That was a cool track. Yeah, that was a cool track. Let's keep moving. We've got The Switch coming up next. The central point at track number 7. All right, let's keep going. Yes, now bless. Now don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. The Switch is track number 7 of 14 on the album Too Bad You're Beautiful by From Autumn to Ashes. This entire listen through goes out to my friend Awesome, who recommended it via the Patreon. One love, let's jump in. Come on. Metal. Ribbon. It's a fascinating guitar tone. It's strong, but it's hardly distorted, you know. It is, but it isn't. It's incredibly tight. It's like someone's reeled a noise gate as tight as it can go. Oh. That was really good. Yeah, bro, you can't give me a breakdown based on chugging the E that I've never heard before. I never heard that. Dun, 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 dun. That quality rhythmically. Really good rhythm. Quality, yeah. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's what I'm on about. That was good. That was the least viewed track on this playlist, believe it or not. So, by a steep amount as well. Hey, I don't make up the rules. I thought that was quite good. I like the breakdown in that one. We've got Reflections coming up next. We're getting into one of the two longer songs. Yes, Now, Bless Now. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Too Bad You're Beautiful is the record. Track 8 of 14 from the band From Autumn to Ashes, by the way. This record is... Let's reset. This album listen is devoted to Awesome, who recommended this via the Patreon. Too Bad You're Beautiful is the album. From Autumn to Ashes is the band. Track 8 of 14 is what we're going to listen to. It's entitled Reflections. Sounds a little bit like Wicked Game. In a very subtle way, you know. It's that... That bit. That interval. Could this be a instrumental interlude, perhaps? Definitely long enough for it to be a long intro. 7 minutes, 30 seconds long. A 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I felt you
Such as the lead guitar line we just heard, this band incorporates a lot of spooky Halloween riffs, I find, atop of, you know, other guitar lines. Bum, 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 bum. Come on. Come on. Bum. Bum. Woo. Yes. I really like that lead guitar there. Bum, 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 bum. Sounds a little bit like the metronome running there.
Can't take it anymore. When I'm with you, I feel like I'm nothing. I feel like I'm nothing. That's why I flinch when you come to touch me. It's why I never touch you, why I never even think about it. Because when I start you, it just reminds me that I'm not good enough.
That whammy bar wizardry there at that last breakdown was ignorant as hell. That was heavy. That was really good. I like that one a lot. I expected more of that in the record. Like, that was... It wasn't an abnormal sound for the band, but it was the first time we've really had them accentuate the breakdown. We've had breakdowns in the record, but it's not been a breakdown band. It's not been a moshcore breakdown band. It's been a little bit more varied than that. Yeah, that wasn't a bad track at all. To say it was, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of long songs. That's pretty good. We've got Eulogy for an Angel coming up next. I'll see you there. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Eulogy for an Angel is track 9 of 14 on the record Too Bad You're Beautiful by the band From Autumn to Ashes. Let's jump in, shall we? Devoted to Awesome, who recommended this on the Patreon. Come on. Let's go. Da 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 ba ba da ba da. Not a bad little number. I like that one. I thought that was a good tune. Yeah, I thought that was a good tune. There's no low points to this record as of so far. It's all been of a high standard. It's all been pretty well thought out. Like, there's most certainly a fair bit of time invested into this record. And speaking of time invested, 9 minutes 25 is the length of the next track, and it's by far the most viewed one. So we might have a really good number coming up next. Short stories with tragic endings. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Short stories with tragic endings is the most viewed track I've come across on this record so far by far, and it's the longest by far at 9 minutes 25 seconds. This album is Too Bad You're Beautiful, and let's jump in. From Autumn to Ashes. Let's see what makes it so special to the people, huh? Bum ba da dum ba da da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Ma da 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 da. Those violins. Dun, dun. They're pushing a boat out for this one, aren't they? Female vocal strings. Cashing in on this track. What an amazing effort they've put into this one, man. Wowee.
Did you ever look, did you ever see that one person at the subtle way that they do these things and it hurts so much like choking down the embers of a great bliss. It's a moment when your eyes seem to spit aspersions and to scream confessions at the insipid sky parting clouds. You let this one person come down, the most perfect moment.
Jeez Louise, man. Yeah, that was that was a bloody epic. Man, I'm going to continue putting that song sort of on the same level as the others because the others upheld a standard and a quality of sound. But that one had a different magic to it, right? What a great amount of depth in the composition of that tune. Jesus Christ Almighty, man. That was really good. That was really good. That number elevates the scoring I'm gonna give this record on my final review, man. That was something else. That was really good. That was really good. That was really, really good. We've got a reflection of anguish on a face so innocent coming up next, alright? Yes, now bless. Now don't forget to rest. Now there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Too Bad You're Beautiful is the record. From Autumn to Ashes is the band. A reflection of anguish on a face so innocent is the poetic mastermind of a song title we're going to be listening to today. This track 11 of 14. Let's jump in. Come on. Bum 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 bum. Let's go. But guitars have got to be all the way up here. Dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? Come on. Let's go. Well. Little bit out of time. That drumming with the strumming there.
I see, seeing you, where none should ever be. I'm here for you. Side by side.
Come on. This album has upped with the breakdowns on the second half of the record, most definitely. They were pretty absent in the first. I mean, they came and went. I didn't expect any chug fest to remain for much longer, but here on the second half, they're really just they're emphasizing the mosh. I'm not going to lie to you. They're emphasizing the mosh, and I don't know if this was conscious within the lining up or the sequencing, which is the proper term of the song list. But I was all right, you know. It was what it was. We have a consistency throughout the entire record. We got some short songs to finish off. I'm looking forward to that. Trapped Inside the Cage of My Soul is coming up next. Yo, there's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV, KOTP TV signing in. Trapped Inside the Cage of My Soul is track 12 of 14 on Too Bad You're Beautiful by From Autumn to Ashes. Let's go. Let's jump in. Come on. We've got a few shorter numbers to finish off the record now. Bum 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 ba dum ba dum, bum 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 ba dum. Awkward lead guitar, that. Let's go. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Heavy. That was the most emphasis they've ever had on chugs. Normally it's like dun 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 dun, like proper tight, but now it's just like dun dun dun, really digging in and just having the resonance there, just dun. Them clean vocal parts. They sound quite alike some of the 90s like mosh metal bands I listened to from Europe. Some of my favourite bits, some of the most ignorant bits, come from that band called Congress. Do that very well. I think what was it? The H8000 is that what it is? Belgium, like vegan hardcore stuff. Really good mosh metal. We've got A Lie Will Always Defeat the Truth coming up. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. Track 13 of 14 on Too Bad You're Beautiful is entitled A Lie Will Always Defeat the Truth. Let's finish this record off, okay? It's devoted to Awesome, who recommended it on the Patreon. Let's go. What's good?
One lie will always defeat the truth. We leave the anger from my shoulders. What's up with the blood? What is real? What not? What do?
Ignorant Breakdown. Most Ignorant Breakdown record. Not too bad. Not too bad. Was it the most pleasing to the ears? Not necessarily, but probably the most ignorant breakdown we had on the entire record in there. It was heavy, and they knew it was heavy because we had the low, well, I wouldn't necessarily call them gutturals, but them gruff metal vocals. You know what? We'll just flow straight into this last track just in case it's an outro. I assumed it would have been given the title of it and the length of it. Yeah, it's a bit of a dead outro. We don't need to give that one much justice because we're here to listen to the riffage. That was okay, though. That was okay. That was a nice finish to the record. Yeah, I think they sort of went out of their way to create a little more brutality for that last breakdown of the record, you know. So, yeah, there we go. The last few tracks didn't get too much love as far as the view count is concerned. I think people were happy with shot. Well, actually, let's be real, right? It doesn't claim that this is like a revisit or there's been any songs thrown on, but it is a lengthier record. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if Short Stories with Tragic Endings was the last song on the record, track 10, and these extra tracks were, additional material that's been put on. Hey, don't shoot me if I'm wrong, because I could very well be wrong, in all honesty, but, well, yeah, I could be wrong given that the last track is an outro of such. It is cohesive, but it feels like, if people do drop off from that, Short Stories track, and that's like the high end of everything. Let's do one last video. I'll give you my final review. I'll rate it out of 10 for you, and we'll go from there. Yo, yes now, bless now. Don't forget to rest now, people. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in and essentially signing out. If you just caught this on the end of my full album listen, I got recommended this record on Patreon by my patron and friend Awesome. Awesome is the name they go by on there, by the way. I'm not just saying awesome, yes. Too Bad You're Beautiful was the record, and the band was From Autumn to Ashes. Now, I have never, ever listened to this band before, not knowingly at least. I don't think I've ever come across the material, but it comes from a time and a place of music that influenced a hell of a lot of what got me on the path of listening to alternate music, so I got to put some respect on that. I've come across the band once or twice referenced in like online spaces and so forth, but I've never ever listened to the band, never seen the band, never heard of any acts really give a direct prop to this act. I don't know when this album sort of came out as far as their discography is concerned, but I believe it was a 2001 record. This seems like there was a fair amount of money invested in it as far as studio production is concerned. There's a lot of material on this record. Now, I don't know if I was listening to an extended album or if the actual record came out with 14 tracks, but there's a lot of material on here. The songs are relatively long anyway. You're looking at about 4 minutes to 5 minutes, but we got one at 7 minutes 30, one at 9 minutes 25, and, they're not fluffing up the material. It's consistent and full of ideas and full of writing. You know where I'm coming from? I enjoyed it. Is it my particular style of music? Not necessarily, but metalcore isn't really as a whole. I do enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, I do like metalcore, but I like ignorant, primitive, free chord, mosh music. This is a little bit more developed, a little more artistry and poeticism has been injected within this record, which is the case when it comes to, metalcore when it's picked up by labels and distributed to great amounts of people. It's marketable stuff because it's quality music. A lot of heavy metal influence, in the riff. I heard some triplets, some gallops on the drums at times, on the kick drum. But in particular, the harmonies on the guitars and, the triplets even on the guitars and some of the little lead melodies and so forth came across as very new wave of British heavy metal-esque heavy metal. The breakdowns were good. The vocals were good. In particular, I like the high vocals. The clean vocals were very reminiscent of the times. I appreciated them a lot. The band had 3 stages of sound, one of them being the standard heavy metalcore. They had a middle ground where they had a strong emphasized presence, but not necessarily full force. And then they had the clean sounds. They never really sounded twinkly, but because they always remained full. They weren't like high-end emo twinkle. They were more so in the realms of a taste of things to come for the scene kid revolution that came in the coming up into the mid 2000s. Definitely influential as far as my roots and where I came from. And so I find that fantastic to hear. If I was to rate this album, I'm going to meet you halfway. I'm going to give you a mix of my rating and the actual judgment of the project, because I would give it less outside of my personal taste. I'm jumbling and bumbling my words. I would give it a lower rating if I was basing it purely on my tastes, but I'm going to give this album what it deserves by saying I can identify the quality of the music, the record, and the writing, and the time that's been invested into this, and the beautiful community of sound this band existed within at 2001 and influenced so much down the line. I don't need to tell you, I don't need to look into the history. I don't need to look into whether I'm, on the right path or not in saying that this band and this sound influenced so many bands, because I know it did. I know it did. The music I was listening to around the mid-2000s and finding and discovering that came from all of these MySpace era of, projects, they all had elements that I could find rooted in this record. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Hey, I cast judgment and I do criticize heavily. 6.5 isn't bad, right? Because to me, it's a little bit too spazzy. It's a bit too all over the place for me. I like more breakdown, verse, heavier breakdown, bridge section, last section, whatever. This was a bit too complex for me. Respectfully, they're not coming forth like a mathcore band. They're not coming forth like the bloody Dillinger Escape Plan. But, this is metalcore erring on a little bit too much of a technical capability. Too many ideas. Too many lead guitars playing melodies alongside the other guitar playing rhythms. Too many just kick into a breakdown but don't necessarily stay there for too long, because then we're going into a clean section. I appreciate the craft and the artistry behind it. But I've got a primitive, smooth brain. I'm a smooth brain man, and I can't hack too much movement. Not in this particular realm, at least, because the production is very dry. The production is good, but it's dry. It's very organic. Maybe if it was just like a technological marvel of production, with all of the magic and the ornaments and the bells and whistles thrown on, I might cast judgment on the structuring of the songs a little bit different. But hey, it is what it is. Respect. I'm signing out. Peace.